It appears that Katt Williams was banned by the industry for a reason, and it's now what you imagine. Apparently, the comedian refused to comply with the Hollywood rules and sell like soul like many other celebrities. Katt even said that he was promised a huge success and wealth like Tyler Perry, but it seems like truth matters for Katt than a pile of money. So that's why he decided to expose all the nasty forces that turn celebrities into compliant slaves, and he began with sharing his thoughts on Tyler's situation. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. Well, the Hollywood seems to be in a tight grip of some powerful forces, and according to Katt Williams, it's hard to stand against them all alone because you can be quickly labeled as crazy or even get hurt in some shady, unfortunate incident. However, the comedian is still adamant to expose the Illuminati and spill how exactly they control celebrities and make them wealthy and successful in exchange of being obedient. As Katt believes, people who go against the Illuminati face severe consequences all the time for speaking the truth. The media labels them crazy, and no other celebrity likes such people. The comedian even confessed that his himself was arrested and incarcerated because of his public exposure of the secret organization. As he stated, some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time, the press hates them, and nobody likes them. Obviously, very few celebrities are open about whether the secret society exists, and despite the potential consequences, Katt wants to be vocal about the control that exists in Hollywood. And he even shared how high-profile celebs, including Tyler Perry, turn into puppets and go through some insane and humiliating initiation rituals to prove their determination and compliance. And the best example of selling your soul and dignity for money is Tyler's 11 movies about madea, where the actor plays a woman and wears dresses. And while Tyler says it's an honor to play madea for him, every time, Katt believes there's something else that makes him put on a dress again and again. Back in 2013, Katt spilled more details in his interview to Black Tree TV, and that was the period when he was working on the movie Scary Movie 5, which is, by the way, was a satirical comedy and parody on madea. And as he stated, he always felt like other members of the cast were distancing themselves from him. And it was mainly because he refused to be controlled and play by the secret society rules. Apparently, there was a plot to label him the comedian insane, or maybe even drive him nuts. And at some point, someone confessed that other members of the cast were told to stay away from the actor. As he said, they just kept me to myself. I didn't realize at the time that nobody wanted to deal with me. I just thought I kept missing everybody in the cast. And by the time they got to the end, they told me how many people were in it. After, the comedian shared how the Illuminati forced male celebrities to go through a certain initiation ritual, and according to Williams' theory, male black actors have to prove their compliance by wearing a dress on screen. And that was a direct hit at Tyler Perry, who, according to Katt, had been wearing dresses long before anyone else, and since his was one of the first male celebs who agreed to go through the ritual and sell his soul to the secret society, he was able to become famous and rich. As Katt said, I'm saying, at the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are gonna say about him wearing a dress, because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we have Big Mama's House 1, 2, and 3. I've never seen Madea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. And while it may seem funny for the audience, Katt Williams is still convinced that all black celebrities are forced to go through this dress ritual, and Tyler Perry was just one of the many. And although Katt himself stated that he would never cross this line, it seems like wearing a dress is not a big of a problem for the many, especially when the stakes are high. However, it doesn't always work, because after the dress, more demands come, and it gets more and more complicated to say no. And some actors like Brandon T. Jackson regret not to have listened to Katt Williams and agreeing to the initial ritual with the dress because it's getting worse afterward. Brandon was working on the set of Big Mama's House 2, and this is exactly like Tyler Perry's movie about madea, where the male actor had to wear a dress. So Brandon is convinced that the movie became the main reason for his career downfall. Jackson said that the only reason he was in the movie was for the money, but the turning point in the film was when he had to put on a dress, something Jackson wished he'd never done, and despite his career truly soaring, everything else in his life fell apart. As he confessed later, once I put the dress on and I had that fire, the fire was put out and I only did it one time. So imagine doing it 3 times, 4 times. But when Tyler Perry did it, he got stronger. My path, when I put on the dress, it came with a demon baby mama and a starter kit from hell. You haven't seen me since. Most importantly, Jackson revealed that Katt was warning him about the consequences of this decision, and Williams was trying to convince his friend that wearing a dress is only the beginning, and later, more horrible demands would follow. As Brandon said in his interview, Katt Williams was trying to always say, Brandon, don't wear a dress. Katt Williams has always had a strong conspiracy regarding black comedians wearing dresses. He's long since held the belief that dresses are used as a means to intentionally emasculate certain men for media representation. Many fans agree with Katt, and it doesn't seem a big secret anymore that male black artists have to go through some ritual to prove they truly want to succeed and that they are ready to do anything for fame. And apparently, when the first rituals is done, it's impossible to back up. As one user commented, wearing a dress in Hollywood is their way of backbreaking. And another person added, yes, Yes, he is right. There are more and more actors male wearing dresses. There is definitely something going on. Shameful. Where are the real men? Is there no manhood anymore? Well, Katt wasn't the only person who stands against the crazy rights and exposes celebrities for selling their souls. Dave is another person who knows about the secret Hollywood tricks to keep celebrities under control. Like in that story with Martin Lawrence back in 1996, when he was arrested after wandering along the streets with a gun and shouting things like "they're trying to kill me." Dave had spoken on how destructive Hollywood culture could be and what the secret society was trying to do to Martin. In his own words, "Let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough would be on the street waving a gun screaming, 'They're trying to kill me'? What's going on?" Just like Katt, Dave has never wanted to bend under the Illuminati pressure, and he even tried to be vocal about the whole situation until he realized that it was dangerous for his health and life to openly come forward with allegations. And it seems like both Dave and Katt understood that walking away from the industry would be much better than trying to dance to its tune. Well, Dave walked away himself, and Katt was blackballed. But those people who are ready to sell their soul like Tyler Perry flourish now, and they win so many awards and get insane amount of money. And since Katt refuses to sell his soul, he can't be the same successful as Tyler because the industry doesn't even give him the opportunity to be himself. And unlike Tyler, Williams doesn't want to betray his nature by following the stupid rules and going through humiliating rights. And what he was trying to say is that since many celebrities do these things, they gradually lose control over their lives and become puppets in the hands of the Illuminati. In addition, Katt said that nothing happens in Hollywood without a reason, and every incident is a meticulously elaborated plan. Like that recent incident with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars was staged to mortify celebs and monetize their humiliation. In business, nothing is coincidental, or you will be hearing who's losing money in all of these situations. When these rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million. Now, with all these allegations, Katt Williams should watch his back because he already faced the consequences for trying to bring the Illuminati down. And the only reason why is probably spared from any unfortunate incident or health scare is because many people consider his theories crazy and don't believe him. However, with all coincidences and tragic events, more and more people, including celebrities, take Katt's side in this story and start to open their eyes. As one user wrote, Katt Williams is speaking facts. Problem is most people don't want to hear it and want to stay blinded from the truth. People need to wake up. And another user wrote, I believe Katt and he is telling the truth. Respect to Katt for keeping it real. Hollywood is a place where the devil take you to the mountaintop and show you the fame and fortune of Hollywood for the price of your everlasting soul. Well, it looks like the path to fame and success is paved with May sacrifices, and some of the customs and rituals are truly humiliating for artists. And although Katt was one of the very few celebs who could have stayed faithful to his beliefs, it seems to him that there are many artists who value wealth more than their dignity. And what do you reckon? Is Katt Williams right and Tyler Perry has sell his soul in exchange for fame? And will Katt be able to bring the secret society down? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about conspiracy and shady things that are going on behind the closed doors. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon.